Joining me now is Jeff Morris, Democratic candidate for Congress in Maryland's 2nd District. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Morris.
Thank you.
Tell me, what do you see as the single most important issue right now facing the nation and your district?
Well, I see the budget and the careening out of control of our debt and our deficit as the primary issue that I'm running on, and the biggest concern that I have. We have an opportunity to put our financial matters on stable footing and set an example for the other countries that may be looking to us for guidance and leadership.
Now, what will you do in office to affect the greatest change in terms of improving the quality of life of your constituents?
Well, I want to bring a fresh approach, a different approach. I've never run for office before. So, swing of our economy would put us way behind, and we wouldn't be able to fund things that we put as a priority. So we need to set our priorities and then come back and fund them and then cut the things that we don't necessarily need. I want to leave no misunderstanding that all of us are going to have to sacrifice in order to make this work. It's just choosing what do we do and what do we not do. So we can alleviate these fears that grip us now by changing direction and cutting the size of federal government.
What would you say are the major assets that you would bring to the office?
Well, I'm an accountant, and I have a thirst for, financial, fiscal, budget matters, and there's no reason that we cannot balance the federal budget now. We don't even need to wait. It's just a matter of those choices that I talked about before. What do we keep? What do we cut? I think there's things that our state, Maryland, and any state can do that are better done by local government instead of the federal government. So let's take some of the action away from the federal government and move on to the states. We have a debt to GDP ratio of 100% almost. We need to cut the size of federal government, curb its appetite, and then take me to the halls of Congress, and I will put us on a stable path.
What is the single most important message that you'd like to convey to the voters?
Well, I see America's at a crossroads now. There's serious challenges to our financial health and our very way of life in some ways. America can be the leader of the economic world again, and I want to be part of the Congress that does that. I also want to bring back the meaning public servant, someone who responds to the constituents. I think that my primary opponent, the incumbent, is not doing as good a job as he could, and I think I could do a better job. I offer you a choice, someone new with fresh ideas and the ability to reach across aisles and vote with people and groups that can bring me ideas on how to better balance our budget.
What's the one thing that voters don't already know about you, but maybe they should?
Oh, well, thanks for that question. I'm a veteran of Operation Desert Storm. I served in the Navy for 5 years, and I gained some governmental budgeting and fiscal discipline and logistics. I served aboard an aircraft carrier in an F-14 squadron, and my family brought me up to give back to the nation that I live in and that I serve. I really did appreciate that with my naval service, and I hope to run now and serve in Congress for that same reason. I'm blessed to be an American, and I want to give back. So I feel there's no better time than now.
Well, Jeff Morris, Democratic candidate for Congress in Maryland's 2nd District. Good luck to you, and thank you for joining us.
Have a great day.
You too.